Hi and welcome to my low level guide of Monkey Madness 2. This is still a Grand Master quest, so I will be using medium level gear and potions. All of them will be listed in the video's description and I will mention the items needed every time we are at a bank. Just open up your own quest log and these are the quest and skill requirements. The items needed for chapter 1 is a pestle and mortar, grapes, a lemon, regular logs, and a method to get back to the Grand Tree from Entrana. Since we have locked the hot air balloon transportation method, we could easily get back by offering one magic log. For the suggested items is one stamina potion and only weight reducing armor like full graceful. Since we'll have to go to Entrana, also do not bring any weapons or anything else that is not allowed on Entrana. First, where to start this quest is just like in Monk Madness 1 and the Grand Tree quest. Here on the ground floor in the Grand Tree, let's talk to King Narnode Shireen. Select the first option. I will help you look for Glouph. And we started the quest. Let's exit the Grand Tree and let's go to Glouph's house, just like in the Grand Tree quest. It is just located southeast of the Grand Tree, just north of the transportation sign of the hot air balloon. Climb up this ladder and then go east. Just like in the Grand Tree quest, try to climb up the tree. Next, behind you on the branch that you've climbed up, right click on it and investigate. With this you should have an handkerchief. Investigate it and then climb down. Now we will have to go to Anita's house. So let's climb down the ladder and let's go to the most northwestern house of the gnome stronghold. Alright, here, the most northwestern ladder. Climb up that staircase and talk to Anita. Select the first option, what is wrong. Then select the second option, he might be in trouble, I could help. And she will mention another floor in his house. So let's climb down the staircase and let's return back to Glouph's place. Alright, back at its place. Let's go back to the tree trunk, climb the tree. Let's now hover our mouse on the northern branch and there we'll find now a climb up option. Climb up to the third floor and now we'll find a bunch of stuff. Just 2 squares north of you there you should find in the northwestern corner some crates, search it. 2 squares east, search the fire remains. 4 squares south, investigate the gnome statue. Let's select yes, and you have unlocked the cupboard. Open it, search and read the book of spyology. And now we will know what to do. First, let's use the pestle and mortar on the lemon. This way we have used the juice on the note. Next, let's use the mysterious note on the table of candles just next to the gnome statue. Then use your pestle and mortar on the grapes to add it to the brush. Next, use the brush on the notes and you will have a scrawled note. Try to read it and close it. Next, we will need to return to the king for a translation. So click on the tree trunk to go back to the second floor. Click on the eastern branch to go back to the first floor. and then climb down the ladder, and let's return to the king. Now if you have the translation book from the Grand Prix quest still in your bank, the king will not give you the translation book and you will have to get it from your bank before you're able to get it. If you have dropped the translation book, just talk to the king and he should give the book once again. Alright, try to read it and then close it. And it says that you should need to talk to the king because there are some pages missing. Talk to the king about it. And now we will need to go to the translator, which is Anita. So let's exit the Grand Tree and let's go west. We will need to return to Anita's house so she can give us the translation of the note. Back at Anita's, let's talk to her. Select the third option, could you translate these notes? Alright, when she has translated those, read it, close it, click to continue 2 times. Let's climb down the staircase and let's return to the king. Alright, let's report to the king. She has translated it. Next we will need to talk to assistant Lori. Therefore we will need to return to Glouph's house. Just south of Glouph's house there we find a transportation sign, and just north of the fruit tree patch there we should find the hot air balloon that we have unlocked before we were able to start this quest. Here there's now assistant Lori. Talk to this gnome. Let's select the third option, who are you? Then select yes and select the Entrana option. And at the cost of 1 regular log, you have traveled to Entrana. Let's talk to August. Talk about assistant the smith. Select the second option, could you teach me the route? Absolutely not. Okay, let's right click on August and fly with him back to the Grand Tree. This will cost you 1 magic log, or just use any other transportation method back here. Next we just need to return to the king to finish chapter 1. Alright, now it's already time to go to Kruk's dungeon. So let's climb up the ladder, let's go to the southwestern part of the first floor and let's go to the bank. You may drop your translation book, destroy your book of speleology, drop your juice coated brush and your translated note. That is all unnecessary anymore. Bank your pestle and mortar and your stamina potion. So since this is a low and medium level guide, I'm going to go through Kruk's dungeon until I've reached the boss room. Near the boss room there will be a shortcut that we can unlock, and after I've unlocked that shortcut I'm going to teleport back to the bank, prepare for the boss fight, return to Apetal to go back to Kruk's dungeon, use a shortcut to get back to the boss room and then start the fight. So I'm not going to bring any combat potions, I'm just going to bring defensive tanking armor. So what you will need at the start of this quest is a ninja monkey greegree, a monkey speak amulet, a light source, a pickaxe if you have less than 70 agility, because then we will have to go through the tanking path. If you have a low defense level like 70 or less, and you also have less than 70 agility, I suggest you to train your agility to level 70 and then use the agility path, because the tanking path will deal a lot of damage. Then if you're also taking the tanking path, you will need to have one antidote potion or a serpentine helmet. And now just for some good gear, if you're going to go through the tanking path, you also need to slash through some webs, so therefore I will bring along a slash weapon. I will bring along my abyssal whip. And then I'm just going to bring along some tanking gear and also prayer gear. I'm going to use my helm of Nettis nuts, Guthic's cloak, proselyte hauberk, the Varric plate skirt, dragon boots, and then the Obi shield. In Kruk's dungeon, if you're going to take the tanking path, you will constantly get hit by archers and sometimes by meleers at the same time. So we constantly will need to use protect from missiles. So that's why I have bought a Obi shield, because this has a quite good range at the defense. Then I just need to have my barrow's gloves, and this will be my gear finished. If you're going to take the agility path, you will take a lot less damage, depending on your agility level of course. But even if you would take the agility path, you should use the same gear. Because if you'd fail an agility obstacle, or one of the two paths that you have chosen said that it feels wrong, you will fall down, and then in the dungeon below Kruk's dungeon there will be a lot of monkeys in multi-area attacking you, so you will still need your defensive gear and prayer potions. I am also going to take one regular spellbook Apital teleport, which are 2 laws, 2 water, 2 fire and 1 banana. One teleportation method to a bank, potentially 1 click. I'm just going to use my Ring of Dueling to teleport myself to Castle Wars or Clan Wars. Now for the rest of the inventories should be your best food. I'm going to take sharks. Hopefully this inventory and armor will be good enough for the tanking gear at 70 defense. If it isn't, there will be an annotation of the future me who is currently editing of the correct amount that you will need to take. But as far as I know, I think this gear and inventory will be good, so let's start by teleporting to Apital. Let's equip our monkey greegree and let's climb down the stairs. First we will need to go to Garkor, which is just south of the temple, just east of the throne room of King Awawagis. Just like in Monkey Madness 1 quest, let's go to Garkor. We'll have to go a lot to this NPC during this quest. Just talk to him, Kingdom Note sent me. It is worth a threat. Next, let's go south of the throne room and talk to the Elder Guard. First, equip your Monkey Speak amulet of course. And I will have to talk to King Awawagi about the military. I'm here to discuss military strategies. Then select the first option, of course my king. And he will not tell you, he will only say it to Kruk. So let's exit the throne room by talking to the Elder Guard. Let's talk to Garkor to report. Okay, and now it's time to go through Kruk's dungeon. Let's go north of the throne room and then go all the way west to the western part of the island. Alright, when you're near the entrance gate to go to Apital City, we will need to go up this hill. Just like in Monkey Madness 1 quest where we had to talk to Kruk. We will now need to go to, well, where his location of Monkey Madness 2 first was. So here at the Monkey Archers, they all should have an attack option except for one. Let's talk to this one. You should ask where Kruk is located. Then let's go back off this hill and let's go north. Just north of this hill we should find a transportation sign. South of the transportation sign, south of a tropical tree, we should find some bushes which we can investigate. So let's go to that transportation sign. Once there, just go south of it. You should find two tropical trees pretty close to each other. From the two close to each other, the southern one, there south of that tree, you'll find a jungle grass which you can investigate. Investigate, say yes, and climb down the dungeon. Let's equip our amulet and our weapon. First, let's go to our combat options and turn off auto retaliate, and let's go south. Let's keep going south until we find the first crossroad. Also, we'll pass a hole with some vines going down into that hole. Now, this dungeon is pretty straightforward. It is just like in Pokemon, where the path you will have to take is pretty much laid out for you. But in this dungeon, there are always two ways you can take. One of the two paths will be correct for you. Which path you will have to take is random for everyone. To find out which path is yours, you just need to try one. If it doesn't work, take the other one. If you would be taking the tanking path and you're unable to slash through the web, or you're unable to mine a rock while monkeys are attacking you, you will get a message in your chat box that you're unable to mine or cut through. If you're going to take the agility route, you will not get attacked, but you will automatically fall down an agility obstacle. This either depends on your low agility level, or you could get a message in your chat box that the path doesn't feel right. Since I've already done this quest on another account, but for high levels, I'm going to put some footage of the agility path right now on the screen. First, if you're going to take the agility path, because I'm not going to take that agility path, I'm going to need to explain that path right now. If you're going to fall down, which you will eventually do, in the first part of the dungeon there will be a lot of maniacal monkeys which are using melee. Just use protect for melee and try to find a vine coming out of a hole. When we just went south, we just passed a hole with some vines going down. You will always pass a hole with vines coming down. And when you fall down, failing an agility obstacle, you will always need to run to the last hole with vines coming down that you've just passed. Next, if you're going to take the agility route, eventually you will come across a large room in the southeastern corner of dodgy ground. You will need to take like the third or fourth path south and go to the southeastern corner of that room. There you'll find a hole. Go through that hole and you'll find a chest. Open the chest to get a key. Once you have that key, you will have to go back to the start of the dodgy ground and then just make your way back north to continue through the agility route. Now I have forgotten how to explain these dodgy grounds. This only applies to the agility route takers. If you can see, there is some blurry path which you can take. Go slowly across the dodgy ground. If you will see cracks on this floor, this will mean, well, that the floor is cracked and your weight will crush you down to the ground floor. Apparently this path was correct for me and I was able to go through. Now first try this. In my high level guides I have fallen down even though I have walked across the non-cracked tiles, and then I've gotten a message in my chat box that it doesn't feel right. So that's why I had to take the handholds or the wall support. I'm not gonna fucking make it! God damn it. If you're also going to take the tanking path, let's go south. If you can see, my inventory has changed a little bit because my first attempt I did not make it. You will need to have like, I have removed one prayer and stamina potion. My prayer gear is, I have a pretty decent prayer bonus, so 2 prayer potions and 3 staminas. Maybe even 2 staminas would be enough. Next, let's turn on protect from missiles and steel skin for 15% extra defense, and let's scale the rocks. And let's try to go through some webs. If you fail, you will have to try another one. If you get poisoned, drink an antidote. Get 5 minutes of immunity. And it is just pretty straightforward. Just keep trying, cutting through some webs and mining rocks while constantly getting attacked. And if you're unable to cut through a web or mine a rock, take another path. And do this until you are in a room with 2 chests. Alright, let's unlock the chest by right-clicking and unlocking. Depending on the thievery level, you will get a key. Let's quickly get the key and get out of here. If you're unable to unlock a chest because you have fiddled around it and it doesn't work, try the other chest. Once you have the combat scratch key, let's continue through the dungeon. Alright, I'm here at the blade. Let's wait for the blade to pop out. Let's run through. Here we'll find some spinning blades with blood on it. Disarm it. Disarm for a short while. Disarm the dart trap. And then open the door. If you have used your combat key, this is the correct door. If not, you will have to go back, disarm the spinning, bloody spinning blade again, and then try the other door. And let's go through. Hopefully I will make it. I only have 3 shards left. I've brought way too many stamina potions once again. Step over the tripwire. I saw you. I had to teleport out right here last time. I made it! I made it! I made it, bitches! Fuck you! Oh my god, no, 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 no. Oh no, I have no food, I have nothing left. Yes, when you are going west and you are here at a big bonfire and there's a hole which you can go through going south. This is a hole where the agility obstacle friends are coming through. This is the end of the agility obstacle. Alright, when you've made it to this bonfire and you still have some food and hit points left, let's go to the final monkeys and to the final 2 agility obstacles. Let's try protect from melee, but here's some melee monkeys. And let's go to here, find a hole and some pillars. Try to jump on the pillars. And once again, if you fail, quickly go to protect from missiles. And oh, never mind, protect from melee. If you fail, if you get a message in your chat box that something feels wrong, you'll have to go via the rocky ledge. Walk on the vine. Motherfucker, my agility sucks. If you fail and you do not get the message that something feels wrong, try again. Alright, next obstacle. Where is this clicking range is way too small for my annoyance level. Alright, found it. I'm gonna fail this one again. Don't fuck with me now. Yes. Okay, apparently there is some dodgy ground when you're taking the melee path. Alright, now we're almost at Kruk's boss room. This means we will have to investigate the walls until we have found the shortcut. If you've taken the rocky ledge path just after the handholds and just before the dodgy ground, just investigate the eastern wall and you've now unlocked the hidden passage. If you've gotten the pillar path, which is 50% of my viewers, just a little bit northwest of the entrance to Kruk's boss room, they'll find the investigate option somewhere on the wall. Alright, I've unlocked the hidden passage. Let's enter it. And this will get you back to the start of the dungeon. Now, as I said before, I'm going to bank before the boss fight because we have unlocked the passage. I could flinch Kruk, but I don't have any potions. And I said I'm going to bank, so let's bank first. I'm going to go through the Clan Wars portal to reset my stats or pull my stats back up. First, I'm going to take an extra dual ring to teleport to the bank after we have defeated Kruk. I'm not going to bring along my monkey speak amulet. I'm not going to bring along my pickaxe anymore. Kruk is weak against slash weapons, so be sure to bring your strongest slash weapon like a scimitar or a abyssal whip. Besides from that, I think I'm going to use the same gear. I'm not going to bring along any stamina potions. Also not going to bring along my antidote potions. Just going to bring along, let's say, 2 prayer potions, a super set. Then I'm going to quickly drink a stamina potion dose to get its effect. Grab a full inventory of, well, it's a boss fight, it's not that difficult. I'm going to take some monkfish and then also 4 empty inventory slots, a teleport back to a pestle. Let's go through the portal and teleport to a pestle. Equip the greegree, and let's go back to Kruk's dungeon. Alright, south of the transportation sign, the two trees pretty close to each other. South of the southern tree, yes, enter the secret entrance, equip the whip, and let's enter the passage. No more we will have to go through Kruk's dungeon, unless you want to train and with chinning, of course. I have taken the rocky ledge path, so I'll have to pass this blurry path. Do not step on any of the cracked tiles. Be sure to watch where you're going. It shouldn't be that difficult. Let's turn our camera south, and here we will find the cavern entrance, and here Kruk will spawn and attack us. He has a very high ranged and melee attack. First, because he's in a distance, we will have to use protect from missiles. But then when we are up close, be sure to use protect from melee, because his melee is a little bit stronger and he will mainly use melee when you're standing in melee distance. So first, drink your superset, protect from missiles, and enter the cavern entrance. Stop there, Kruk, ook 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 ook, and he will attack you. Let's lure him to melee distance, use protect from melee. Then lure him to the northwestern corner. When he's standing also northwestern corner, let's make him stand one square northeast of you, which is just standing around the corner. This way you can flinch him. There are multiple ways you can do this. You can do it with this little corner, which I have used, or this little corner. Wait for his health bar to go down, activate chivalry or piety, attack him once, stand back in your corner, wait for his health bar to go down. Maybe I'm going to put chivalry on my quick prayers. It is a lot quicker. Attack and go back. And this way you will take absolutely no damage with the first boss fight of this quest. But because I have a full inventory of food, I guess I'm just going to attack him manually until I run out of food. Oh my, 32. Okay, once Kruk has been defeated, take Kruk's remains to get Kruk's paw. Once you have his paw, be sure to have it and do not destroy it, else you'll have to go back to this boss room and kill him once again. So let's teleport to a bank. I'm going to go to Clan Wars. And let's now, well, bank everything. We don't need our heavy armor for this next part. Next part we'll have to go to Zunok, just like in Monkey Madness 1 quest. So let's deposit our potions, our light source. Well, I'm just going to bank everything. Then from scratch I'm going to take some weight reducing armor, like these 4 pieces, a glory and a dual ring as always. Then I'm also going to grab a ninja monkey greegree, monkey speak amulet, a teleportation method to the ground tree. That will be my dual ring, so I can teleport to the glider near the dual arena. You could also use a slayer ring if you have that. Then you also need to have like, let's say 5 pieces of food, not really much. 1 or 2 stamina potions, 1 antidote, those should be enough. Next, 2 teleports to a pestle, which are 4 law, fire, water runes, and then 2 bananas. 1000 GP. And if you have an pestle dungeon teleport, you can also bring that along. If you do not have that teleport just like me, you will just have to run from the pestle market to Zunok. Also, be sure to not forget Kruk's paw. If you would forget this item, there is pretty much no point of your trip. And besides that, also 1 teleportation method to a bank, which also will be my dual ring. And this is actually it that you will need. So I'm quickly going to go through the free-for-all portal. And after that, let's teleport to a pestle. Next, equip our greegree, climb down the stairs, and let's go to the pestle market. Now we'll have to buy a magic talisman from the magic shop. Just south of the scimitar shop, here in this alley, trade to top and buy 1 monkey talisman for 1000 GP. And now just break a Arceus teleport tablet to teleport yourself to the pestle dungeon. Or if you don't have that, just like me, just run to the bamboo gate, go through it, and just like in Monkey Madness 1 quest, just go to that dungeon, run all the way through to the end, to Zunok, and I will see you there. Okay, when you see Nunok and his two henchmen, let's talk to him. Talk about your mission. I will now have Kruk monkey greegree. If you equip it, you're now a large ninja monkey with two swords. Let's unequip this greegree and use our spellbook to teleport to Ape Tall. And now let's hold Kruk's monkey greegree and talk to Karkor. Well, actually we can skip going to Karkor, we can go straight to the king. We are now Kruk, so he will tell us the military strategies. First, let's talk to the Elder Guard. First equip the Monkey Speak amulet, of course. And let's talk to the king. Alright, after this conversation is done, let's exit this building and report to Karkor. I don't know how he didn't hear everything, since there are so many holes in this wall. But whatever, just keep skipping through the dialogue. And you've now completed chapter 2 out of 5. Alright, let's first go to a bank. Clan Wars, why not? And now we'll have to fight a giant troll and ogre. Both of them can be safe spotted, so you can use any combat style that you prefer, although they have a very high magic defense. And if you're going to use melee, they can hit through prayer, so ranged is actually the best option. First, once again, I'm going to deposit everything in my inventory and what I've equipped. I'm going to take 20 coins, 1 Trollheim teleport, which is 2 laws and 2 fires, 1 teleport to a bank. Once again, this is going to be my dual ring, something like 2 prayer potions, and then a lot of sharks or dark crabs if you're going to use melee. If you're going to use ranged, just bring your ranged gear, and then just a couple of food would be enough. Okay. Still need my glory. I think I'm not going to wear a shield. And then as for the bolts, I have a couple of diamond bolts that I could use. So let's take a couple of them. Then we will also need to have a teleportation method to Yanil. I will just be using my Nightmare Zone minigame teleport, so I'm not going to waste any inventory slots. We will need to go to Kutonoth, which is quite far away, so I'm going to bring along a stamina potion. I'm going to safe spot them, so I'm going to take like 10 monkfish, that should be enough. And I think this should be everything. Okay, first I'm going to put my stats back to normal. Free for all portal, and let's go to Trollheim first. Let's climb down the rocks, click northwest, that little path, click on that path, just wait until you are at the next shortcut, climb down that shortcut, and let's go to the Troll Stronghold. First, once you've entered the Troll Stronghold, let's go south, and just like in the Troll Stronghold quest, here in the first room you will find a giant troll leader called Cobb. First, let's activate Protect from melee and let's talk to him. I know about your deal with the monkeys, first option. You won't be around to crush anyone when I'm done with you, first option. I accept your challenge, first option, and let's quickly run into the doorway. Okay, once this is done, let's attack Cobb. Okay, once Cop has low health, he will call off the deathmatch. Let's take our bolts, and it is one of the two bosses done. Next we will have to go to Glouph, so let's teleport to Yanil. Good enough, just like in the Watchtower quest. Okay, Cop has his stats and hit points reset, so it's interrupted in the minigame teleport. Let's try again and get to Yanil. Now this boss, the ogre, will be a little bit more difficult to safe spot, so be sure to bring a stamina potion and some food. Stamina potion is just to get there. But once he is safe spotted, once again you will not use any food. So, good enough. Just go south of Yanil. And let's enter the city. If you do not have your 20 coins with me, I think you will have to go and grab a rock cake from a stall in the center of the market. Or you could bring 20 GP and go back to the bank. First, let's open the city gate. And let's go south. Now we'll have to keep going south until you've reached the end. There's the counter with the rock cakes that you can steal. First, let's climb over the battlement. Next, let's keep going, following this path, and next will be a hole in a bridge. Sometimes it will cost you 20 GP to cross over this bridge, sometimes it doesn't. Where the fuck do I need to click? In front of the bridge. Okay, I need to pay 20 GP. And I've made it. Let's go east, and here you'll find 2 city guards and Keith. Okay, that is actually pretty nice for me. He's currently standing next to the eastern wall, so we can easily safe spot him using this tree. If he's somewhere else, not north of this tree, you will need to lure him north. Well, I can just show it anyway. First, once again, just use Protect from Melee. I know you deal with the monkeys. Select the second option I offer to spare your life. I accept your challenge and just stand south next to the tree, and if he was standing just on the eastern wall, you'll use this as a safe spot. Now in my other guide for high levels he was not standing to the eastern side, so just to be helpful I'm going to show you how to safe spot him if he's not standing there. First I want to use Protect from Melee. Let's lure him to the northern side. Then go back to the bridge. And now he is stuck behind the standing torch. You could also use that method. One more hit. Okay, and he will stop his deal with the monkeys. Alright, let's return to a bank. Let's go to the bank and deposit everything that we have equipped and everything in our inventory, because now we will have to go do a massive 3-floor sorceress garden. So let's grab our weight reducing gear. I have 2 graceful pieces, spotted and boots of lightness. I'm going to wear my dual ring and a glory as always. Then depending on how patient you are, you also need a couple of food. Usually you don't need any food, but I might as well just bring along like 4 swordfish, why not? Then we will also need to have a couple of stamina potions, also not too many though. I'm going to take like 3. In my previous guide I only used 2 doses, so well, I'm just going to bring 2 potions. If you know you're not going to need any more, why would you want to bring more? Then also 1 teleportation method to a bank, once again my dual ring. And then 2 teleports to a portal. So 4 fire, law and water runes and 2 bananas. Because we're going to need to go back to a portal, let's quickly grab Kruk's greegree and a monkey's peak amulet. And once we have all of this, let's go back to a portal. And now we'll have to go back to Garkor, equip Kruk's greegree, and let's return to Garkor. Alright, let's report. Okay, now we have to try to locate Assistant Le Smith. It is random for everyone where Le Smith is located, but there are 4 common spots. First, let's go north and let's return in front of the temple, where there is a bank sign in a building. In that building with the bank sign, there you'll find a ladder sign. Climb up that bamboo ladder. And let's try to go to the first location. Here on the first floor, let's go to the southeastern corner, and here you'll find another bamboo ladder in the corner. Go to the 3rd floor and picklock the jail door. If you fail, try again. Next, go to your minimap and click south. It is pretty black and dark, but just keep clicking south. Go walking across some bridges, go to the end until you see another ladder sign, and it is the first location next to these 4 crates. If the smith is in this location, talk to him and you can skip me going to the next 3 locations. If he is not here, let's go back. Don't try to take that bamboo ladder next to the crates down, because that door is locked. And just go back to the jail door, picklock it, go back down and go back to the main floor. Next, let's go a little bit northwest to the food shop. Just like in the Recipe for Disaster mini quest, climb up the bamboo ladder this time, don't trade Solahip. Next, go north. Just click most north on your minimap, so you'll go outside and just north of this building. Turn your camera south and climb up the bamboo ladder. Be sure to click on it. Is the smith here? For me it is. Let's talk to him. Select the first option. I was going to ask you the same question. Select the second option. Why is that? Select the first option. Our wiki already informed me about the battleships. Where is the fleet currently? First option. Alright, if he's not in this location, there are 2 more locations that you can go to. First, let's go west. Here you'll find another ladder. Let's climb up this bamboo ladder, and this is the 3rd location where Smith could be. Next, let's go to the final location if he's also not here. Southern wall, you'll find another bamboo ladder. Let's go west and let's go to the main bridge. He's just next to the monkey archers where we have asked where Kruk was located. Just go onto this hill And just like in Monkey Madness 1, just go climb up that bamboo ladder, go to that bridge, and in the center of that bridge there you will find the smith. I am almost there. And here you'll find the smith, here in the center of the bridge. Once you've spoken to Assistant the Smith and you know where the current fleet is, let's unequip the monkey greegree and teleport to a pestle. And let's return to Garkor to once again report. And I will see what I can do. It's always the same thing. Next we'll have to go to the western part of the island. If you see that transportation sign of which we will have unlocked after Monkey Madness 2 is completed, just southwest of there we should find a boat. It is a little bit more yellowish on your minimap of OSRS. There is where we'll need to go to. So it is pretty much the northwestern corner, western part of the island. Let's equip our monkey speak amulet. Just keep going west, and here you should find a monkey guard. Talk to it. Select the first option, what is going on here. First option, construction platform. Second option, can I visit? And of course, sir. Because we're not on a pestle anymore, we can't equip our greegree and the powers began to fade. Now we'll have to do a puzzle similar to the guarded goatweed in the troll stronghold from the Edgar's Roots quest, but this is slightly more complicated since instead of just running to the end, because first we'll have to collect 6 satchels on one part of the platform, then we'll have to fill it with explosives on another side of this platform, then bind those satchels on 6 different weak spots all throughout this platform, on different floors and all. All of this we'll have to do while avoiding the patrolling monkey guards. First thing, be patient and learn the movements of the moving monkeys. Always wait before you know where the first monkey is going to go to. I know that this monkey is going to stop here. When he's going south, let's follow him. Don't go too fast, be sure to not go stand in front of him or stand underneath him. When you are next to some crates, you can use these as a safe spot. Just wait for the first monkey to pass. But once he has passed, don't go immediately back south, but first you will need to look for the second monkey walking horizontally. When that monkey is going back east and then back north, you can go south and go to the next hiding spot, which is pretty close where he's going to turn. So right now we just have to wait for the first monkey to go passing us. Once he has passed us, let's quickly run and let's go to the little cutout or an extra part of the crates. Here's a compromise support. This is where we have to go to after we have filled the satchels. Be sure to watch out for the next monkey guard when you're going north. When that guy is going south, that other guy is going north, let's follow him. There's just one monkey guard we'll have to watch out for. Once we have spotted a safe spot, let's hide in it. Next, that guy is going back. That guy, the other patrolling guard, is going back north. Let's follow him north to the next safe spot. If you're going to be too late, be sure to run quickly back. Alright, now we just need to wait for the first patrolling guard here on the western path to go back south. Then we'll also need to watch out for the second monkey guard, which is going to go, well, pretty far south. He's going south, that other guard is going north, and let's follow him to the next safe spot, which is over here, next to the crates at this platform support. Okay, after waiting for the guard to have passed, that is the only guard we pretty much have to watch out for. You can always watch out for the next monkey guard that is going north. Just keep going east until you see a ladder. Here, standing next to the ladder, is another safe spot. Okay, next part. We don't need to go up this ladder. We'll have to watch out for two monkeys. The guard on the north, walking horizontally, and the other guard going south or north, vertically. Once you can pass, let's follow the first monkey guard, continuing our path, and let's go to this next location. Here with some extra platform with another compromised support. Once this guard is going north, we will need to watch and see what the next guard is going to do. Here, walking horizontally. Okay, he's finally going back east. Let's follow him and follow him until you see an anchor. Stand next to that anchor and wait for the monkey guard to have passed us. Continue the path and he will find another ladder. Climb up this ladder to the second floor. Next we will need to go a little bit south. Watch out where the first guard stops, apparently over here. So I can stand safely just next to the crates. I just need to wait for the monkey guard to go south. Let's follow him. Let's try to find a safe spot, which is here in this small corner. Now I just need to see where the next monkey guard, because I saw another monkey guard. Here he is. He's currently going back north. I need to wait for him to go south. And as well as that other little monkey going back north. Okay, once they do, let's follow that other monkey guard. Then let's stand in the southeastern corner. Let's now just wait for the monkey guard to have passed us and continue our path. Going west, climb down the ladder back to the main floor. And let's go following this path. Here are no monkeys. Just keep following, running north. And here should find some crates, which a search option. Let's search these crates until we have 6 satchels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Once we have this, let's return back to the main floor. Now these satchels you will not lose. If you're going to get caught, the monkey guards just push you overboard. You'll still have your satchels, you will never have to get them again. But once you have filled these satchels with explosives and then the monkey guards will push you overboard, the explosives will get wet and useless. That's why you will have to get the explosives once again. But just try not to get caught. First, let's climb back up the ladder and get steam. I think that is faster because we already did the first part. It will be a little bit more easy. So here, back at the beginning, once again, let's go back all the way to the first ladder that we have passed but not climbed up. Okay, I've made it back to the ladder, the first one, pretty much here on the northern side of the platform. Let's climb up this ladder. And now we will have to go east. Well, that is the only path that we'll have to go. That is only possible. So when the first guard is going east, let's follow him and stand in the northeastern corner. Once that monkey guard is passed, I think we're able to go. I'm not sure. I'm going to wait. Always wait before going instinctively. First wait. Apparently there's no other monkey besides that first one. So I think I will be safe. Okay, there was only one guard. Let's climb down the ladder. Back to the ground floor. And now we'll need to go north. Wait for the first monkey to see where he stops. Apparently he stops there. The next safe spot when he's going north is next to the barrel. Stand next to the barrel just north of this big crate. Wait for this little monkey to have passed. And you can already see the barrels filled with black powder. Click on it and you will be able to fill up your satchels. Do this 6 times. Or just continue clicking until you get a message in your chat box that you don't have enough satchels. Okay, and now we just need to wait for the monkey to go back south. Okay, let's follow him and let's stand next to the barrel. Be sure to stand next to the barrel, else he will see you. And let's go back. Let's go back up the ladder. And now just go south. Here are no monkeys. And here you should find your first compromised floorboards or 1 out of 6 weak points. Let's use a satchel on this compromised floorboard. Alright, let's go back north and go back to the ladder. Next to the ladder is always a safe spot. Wait for the one monkey guard to go back north and then we can go back to the northeastern corner safe spot. A little bit extra info. There are 2 weak spots on every floor. We have just done 1 out of 2 on this middle floor. Okay, let's go back to the main floor. Here on the main floor, wait for the first horizontal monkey guard to go west. Then we just need to wait for the other monkey guard vertically going back south. And let's follow him south. Let's follow him not too quickly and go stand on this extra platform. Go stand on the most eastern side next to the compromised support. Let's use a satchel on it. That is 4 out of 6 done. Let's go stand ready to go back north. The horizontal guard is going back west. The other guard is going south. The horizontal guard is going pretty far away back south, so I think I could make it. If not, I'm getting ready to get back. But I think I could do it in 1 pull, and I've made it in the northwestern corner in 1 go. Next, let's go south. The other guard is going back north, but the horizontal guard takes a pretty while. He's already going back south. Quickly go south. Here is the safe spot. And let's get ready. Once again, we'll have to pay attention to 2 guards. Actually, maybe even 3 guards. The first guard going across this corner, the second guard going in this corner, and then also this guard walking through the other corner. Most important one, this corner. He's going south, so I think I might pass. He's all the way north, so I think I can pass now. And another safe spot will be quickly here, next to the crates. Now we just need to watch out for this one monkey guard. And let's go continue walking south to the extra platform. Let's run to the western side of it, attach another satchel on this compromised support. And that is 2 out of 2 satchels on the ground floor done. Now let's go back north and follow the monkey back to the safe spot. Now we just need to do 1 more on the middle floor and 2 on the top floor. Okay, this guy is going back, this guy is going back as well. I am too late, I'm going to wait. Alright, so now we have to go back to the middle floor, and the correct ladder is the last one. That is the ladder that we have used to get the satchels. So once the monkey is going south, let's go back to the extra platform where we've already attached our second satchel. This guy needs to go north, that other guy needs to go south. Where does he stop? Can I go back? Yes, I can. Always pay attention to your minimap, that is pretty important. I think your minimap is more important than actually watching all these crates and stuff. Just always pay attention to your minimap. Okay, let's climb up to the middle floor. Next, just 1 square south of the ladder going down, there will be a ladder that can go up. Let's go to the top floor. Here we just need to go west and place another satchel. We only have to pay attention to 1 monkey guard, wait for him to go west, Go stand next to the anchor and wait for him to pass us once again. Apparently there is another safe spot next to these crates, but first safe spot is good enough. Now apparently there's a second monkey guard. Pay attention to him when he's going west. Follow him and go stand next to the crates and the wall support. Now we have to pay attention to two guards once again. Let's also maybe try to find another safe spot. I guess here in the southwestern corner. This will be another quick safe spot. Let's first wait for the first monkey guard to pass us. He's already going back south, so I'm going to quickly stand in the southwestern corner. Now the next safe spot will be right these two squares. Going to follow him. Now I need to pay attention. If he's going back south, he will turn west, so he will automatically see you west. So be sure to stand on the eastern side and then go north. Turn your camera east and he'll find a gas cylinder. Let's use a satchel on it, and now we'll have to go back south. Wait for the monkey guard to go south. And let's follow him, not too quickly. And let's now stand on the western side of the platform. In this corner he will turn east, so he will spot us here. Then, when he has passed us, let's go back to the southwestern corner. Now we just need to wait for the other monkey guard to go back east. Let's follow him next to the support. Pay attention to two more guards. He has passed us. He stops somewhere around here. Let's wait for him to go back and let's follow him. I'm going to stand next to the crates. Okay, after that monkey has passed us, let's go back to the ladder and climb down to the middle floor. Alright, next we'll need to go back west here on the middle floor. When the monkey is going west, let's go stand between the crates, use a safe spot. Once he has passed, go back west, continue west and you will find a vine, swing across it. And he'll find another one guard that we'll need to pass. Let's follow these guards and let's go stand next to these two crates. Next we will need to follow the path north. So once again we will need to pay attention to two guards. First guard horizontally needs to go east and the second guard needs to go south. While waiting we could try to find another safe spot. I guess this one will be good enough. Let's stand on the western side. Now we just need to wait for the first monkey guard on the northern side of the platform to go back south, as well as the southern monkey guard. Once he has passed us, let's quickly go to the eastern side. Else he will spot us if we remain on the western side. He's going back south, the other monkey guard is going north. Let's quickly run north. Let's try to find another safe spot. In the corner is always a safe spot. Now we just need to pass this one monkey guard. He has passed us and let's continue. And here we should find some more compromised floorboards. Let's use a satchel on it. And now let's go back. First, be a little bit patient and wait. There's one more satchel before we're done with this shit. And actually I kept the hardest one for last. So, first, let's go back in the western corner. Wait for that monkey guard to have passed us. Also pay attention to the second monkey guard, because he may not be at his most northern spot, else he might have spotted us. So I might try to go south, use another safe spot. Let's go stand on the western side. Okay, apparently the monkey does not go that far. Let's continue going south. I got a message. He's going back north, he will spot us on the eastern side, so let's stand on the western side. I will just need to go back to our little safe spot. Once this monkey guard goes back east, let's go back to the vine. Not all the way back to the vine, just here in this safe spot. Here I have a little better view of this monkey guard. Now we'll have to go further south. So this guard is all the way north, this guard is going back west, east. Let's quickly go south. There should not be any more monkey guards. Always prepare that there are more monkey guards. Apparently there are not. And let's climb down the ladder, or climb up the ladder to the top floor. And pay attention to the first monkey guard. When he's going east, let's stand next to the crate. So he's quite blind and he does not see us. Next we'll need to pass this monkey guard going horizontally west-east around this corner, and then also this monkey guard. Let's see how far he can run off to. Apparently quite far away. I guess we'll have to do this all at once. So when he's going west, let's quickly go there, go stand next to the wall support. When he has passed us, go stand next to the next wall support, next to this monkey guard with a small walking range. When he's going north, go stand north of the wall support. And this was the most difficult part done. Just go north to the last gas cylinder, use our satchel on the gas cylinder, and you will talk to yourself that you need to get back to the boat. The fastest method is, of course, just get seen. I'm quite happy that I've done this at my first attempt. Alright, let's climb down the ladder to get back into the boat, and this annoying place has blown up. Alright, here back on Apatol, let's teleport to a bank. We can pretty much use the same gear, weight reducing only. But now we'll also need to have Kruk's greegree and Monkey Speak amulet. Then we will also need to have a chisel and a hammer. If you're an Ultimate Iron Man and you don't have these items, you can also get them at the place where you will need them. But it might take a while because we will need to search some crates for it. Then we will also need to have a light source. You will also need to have enough prayer points to kill 3 monsters while not able to use your inventory or magical spellbook. So that means you're not able to eat food or drink a prayer potion dose. They aren't really that difficult to kill though. Then you will also need to have 1 stamina potion, 2 teleports to Apatol, so once again 4, 4, 4, and 2 bananas, and then 1 teleportation method to the ground tree. And once again I will be using my dual ring. I think 34 prayer points might not be that much, so I'm going to drink 1 dose. And that should be enough, I don't need any food. And let's teleport to Apatol and report once again to Karkor. Next, let's go north and let's go back to Kruk's dungeon on the western side of the island. Now we have already unlocked Kruk's passage to go to his dungeon or his boss room. So there's actually no need to panic. But even if you have not unlocked that passage, we actually don't need to go back to his boss room. We just need to use the monkey bars just north near the entrance. The only way we can climb these monkey bars is by having Kruk's greegree. First, let's climb down, just south of the transportation sign, investigate the jungle grass and climb down. Next, go north, equip Kruk's greegree, and here you should find some piss. Swing across the monkey bars. And let's go north. Here you will find two passages, one in the northern wall and one in the eastern wall. If you go through the eastern wall, this is the boss room where we have fought Kruk, so we will have to take the northern passage. Here we will be in Kruk's laboratory. Let's go north, click on this green door, continue going north, and east you will find a stunted gorilla. Be sure you have enough hit points and prayer points and climb on the stunted gorilla. You'll not be able to use your inventory and magic spellbook, your equipment, you can't use anything anymore. Let's go back west, climb down the stairs, and Glouph will talk to you. Next, just turn on Protect from Melee and attack the tortured gorillas of Combat 142. We will need to defeat all three of them, so they will go back inside of their cages. Okay, when the final tortured gorilla has retreated back into its cage, you will go to Glouph and talk to him. He will teleport out of his cage for protection. And he will take the mutagen after this cutscene is over. Okay, let's go to the northeastern corner and click on this green square to mount the stunted gorilla. Let's go south. And if you were that Ultimate Iron Man that did not bring the hammer and the chisel, you can just simply search these big crates and you should find a random stuff. Once you have the hammer and the chisel, let's climb up the stairs and let's go north of the room. While running north of the room, let's unequip Kruk's greegree and let's tamper with the device. You'll find a charged onyx. Use a chisel on it to deconstruct it, use it on the device, and now we'll have to test it out if it has effects on the mutagen. So let's go southeast or southwest, doesn't really matter. Just go to any of the incubation chambers, click on it to investigate, and the mutagen has successfully corrupted. Click to continue and let's teleport to a Ptal. Hold the greegree and let's return to Garkor to once again report. Next, let's talk to the Elder Guard and let's talk to the King. Okay, once you've skipped through this dialogue, let's return to Garkor. We'll have to report once again, and this will be the end of chapter 3. And with this end of the chapter, you will also see a cutscene. Okay, chapter 4, let's go to the Grand Tree. I'm going to use my Ring of Dueling. You can use your Slayer Ring if you have that. I'm just going to take the glider. What you also could do is just use a glory amulet. Teleport agil, run to the Grand Exchange and use that spirit tree, or an Ardone Cloak 1 and use that spirit tree. But I just use my dual ring and just go to any bank. It doesn't actually matter which bank you're going to go to. Next part, we just need to fight a couple of tortured melee only gorillas. So let's once again deposit our inventory and equipment. What we will need is some good gear. Doesn't really matter which combat style you're going to use. Melee is my strongest one, so I'm going to use that one. I'm also going to bring my Dragon Defender. Okay, that is that. Then for the inventory, let's bring a super pure set. 1 or 2 prayer potions. You may bring a holy wrench if you want to. A small amount of food. I'm just going to take something like 7 monkfish. And that is actually pretty much it that we will need for this little part. First, let's go to the king and warn him that an airship is incoming with Glouph and a bunch of demonic and tortured gorillas. So let's go to the king and report this. Next, we'll have to go to Neve and ask for her help. So either use a Slayer Ring and teleport to Neve, or run all the way over there. Okay, here at Neve's, let's talk to her about Monkey Madness 2. And when you select the first option, yes, you'll see a cutscene of an airship crashing just north of the Grand Tree. And I will see that Steve has taken the place of Neve to help you out temporarily. First, let's go north-northwest until we see a flashing arrow on our minimap. Once you see that, go to that tortured gorilla and use Protect for melee. These tortured gorillas hit a lot, even through your decent armor. Always use Protect for melee and just simply kill it. It has high attack and strength, but not really that high defense. We will need to kill 5 of them. Just keep going north-northwest and you will just pass all these. Okay, apparently I only had to kill 4. And just northeast of the swamp and just at the northwestern exit of the Grand Tree, he'll now find Garkor. Let's talk to him. And I select the option no, because we are not prepared, or at least I am not. I think I'm going to be a cheap ass and I'm going to go through the Clan Wars free-for-all portal to reset my prayer points and my run energy. And of course Neef will meet you back near the entrance of the Grand Tree. The next part, we will be fighting 2 tortured as well as 2 demonic gorillas in an instant. So be sure to not bring anything that you do not wish to lose. A disconnection can always happen. Now these 2 tortured are also more difficult. Both the demonic and the tortured will be using all 3 different combat styles. Now I'm going to bring along the same gear, but then also I will need to bring along a switch to ranged. So I will be using this, and some diamond bolts, and also this as a weapon. I'm going to deposit my holy wrench, and because we are going to use ranged, I'm also going to bring along 1 ranging potion. I'm going to put my diamond bolts in my quiver. And now we just need some good food, so be sure to take some sharks. And if you want to be safe, also bring some Cerebrus and super restores. Next, let's drink a stamina potion dose to get its effect, bank it, grab an extra food and go through the free-for-all portal. Next, let's go back quickly to the Grand Tree to fight those 4 tortured gorillas. Also bring a teleportation method out of there, maybe a house tablet or a ring of dueling. Might just crumbled to dust, so I quickly need to grab it from the bank. Also I forgot my super defense potion. Also a new ring of dueling. Equip it. 1 extra shark and let's go. Yeah, 2 prayer potions should be enough if you have full prayer points right now. And then just 1 ranging potion. Okay, let's go back to the king. And in front of the entrance we should find Neef. Let's talk to her. Yes, let's go. Click to continue and she will start following you. Let's return to Garkor, just northwest of the Grand Tree. Just do this part quickly before your stamina potion runs out. And click on this small opening in the gate. And yes, leave the no stronghold to be in an instant. First, let's use protect from magic, because we're using melee gear right now. Magic will deal the most damage. Just keep going northeast until you see a cavern entrance. Enter it and you can turn off your prayer. Next, keep following this dungeon. Keep following this dungeon until you will see that the cave goes west. When you're going west, it is time to fight the 4 tortured gorillas. So once again, all 4 of the gorillas will use all 3 of the combat styles. Pray accordingly, since they usually attack multiple times before they're going to switch their attack. The magic attack is a green sphere that they shoot at you. It kind of reminds me of a sludge attack. Their ranged attack is just a rock throw attack, and their melee attack is just them kicking you. Now that is for all the 4 different gorillas, but there are also 2 demonic gorillas and they also have overhead prayers. So while you're watching the demonic gorillas for what kind of attacks they're using, so you can pray accordingly, you'll also need to watch for what overhead prayers they're using, and then you'll also need to switch your attack style before you're able to deal any damage. When you think you are ready to fight these difficult gorillas, I think I am ready, and let's go west. Glouph will talk to us, and now the first tortured gorilla will come down. Actually, 2 tortured gorillas will come down. Just use chivalry and protect from magic and kill 1 tortured gorilla. Don't pay attention to the second one, just kill the first one. The tortured gorillas are pretty easy. They deal not really much damage. Okay, once 1 tortured gorilla has been defeated, 1 of the demonic gorillas will jump down. Don't pay attention to the tortured gorilla, the second one, just focus on the demonic one. The demonic ones are the ones that you will need to focus on. So first, let Neve attack the demonic gorilla by first attacking the demonic one. Just ignore the tortured one, it doesn't hit that often. And just attack it. First, pay attention to what kind of attack the demonic gorillas are doing, and then you can pray accordingly to not get any damage. Then you can look at the overhead prayers and then switch your attack styles so you are able to deal damage to the gorillas. Also, the demonic gorillas throw large boulders at you. This is not a ranged attack, just run away from it. What you also could do if you are a very low level, once Neve is attacking one of the tortured gorillas, just go east. Just keep going east and go stand behind some rocks, like this, behind this big rock. And as you can see in the far distance, you can see Neve attacking the demonic gorilla. Let just Neve deal all the damage. I am a pretty low level. The demonic gorilla has already let me use half of my inventory of sharks. So I think I will let Neve deal with the first demonic gorilla. So I will see you back when the health bar of the first demonic gorilla will be almost completely red. Oh, whoops, almost missed it. After almost 6 minutes of waiting, Neve has dealt the damage. Alright, the first one has been defeated. The second one is not coming down because we have not defeated the first tortured gorilla. This one is easy. Okay, the second demonic gorilla is about to jump down once we have defeated this tortured gorilla. Okay, let's quickly attack it. Use ranged. I'm gonna stand from a distance because he's using protect from melee. I have not eagle eye on, he's using magic, fuck me. Don't stand underneath it. Now we just need to wait until... Alright, he has switched off his protect from melee. Let's return to the safe spot. Okay, he has a very wide walking range. Fuck this. Okay, Neef, you know what to do. Oh well, almost didn't see the demonic demon almost getting defeated. I killed it. Okay, cutscene. Alright, when the cutscene is over and Neef is gone, let's go to Clan Wars and reset our stats. I have an extra dual ring to teleport myself back to the Grand Tree. I'm going to bank there. And now it is time to fight Glouph and complete this quest. Now Glouph will be the most difficult part of this quest, especially for low levels. Even for high levels this can be quite difficult. Do not use melee against Glouph. If you're going to use melee, he can hit very high. Even though he can hit through prayer, he can hit very high. I suggest you to safe spot Glouph all the way. Now the final 50% of Glouph, you are not able to safe spot him, but when you're going to use range it and you're going to use my method, you will take like 60% less damage than you would when finding him with melee. So once again, this will be the most difficult boss in an instant, so do not bring anything that you do not wish to lose. I am only going to use ranged against him. I suggest you to also do that. So in the bank I can easily deposit my super set. I'm going to bring like one ranging potion for doses. I'm going to deposit my melee armor. I'm going to grab some more ranging bonus armor. Ava's accumulator is still needed. Ruby bolts. This is a little bit better ranged attack bonus. Then also ruby bolts for at the start of this boss fight. Ranging potion, a couple of prayer potions, maybe 2. One emergency teleport is always helpful. I'm going to bring along a house tablet. Also for the second phase from 25 to 50% damage. It can also be safe spotted, but therefore you will need to have a long range weapon. So therefore I will be using the long range option of my rune crossbow. But you could also use the rapid option of a crystal bow or a light or heavy ballista. If you don't have any of those 3 weapons, you could also just simply use a magic longbow if you want to use rapid. Hello, this is me from the future. Apparently the long range on a crossbow does not work. You will need to use a magic longbow, crystal bow or a heavy ballista to be able to reach Glouph from such a long range. So once again, do not use long range on a crossbow, use a magic longbow for example. And then a full inventory of food. Be sure to use dark crabs or sharks and not less. You will need to have very good food. Even if you're using the correct overhead prayer, Glouph will still hit through it. His max hit is something like 64, but I think he can hit up to 40 through prayer. I'm not really sure. I'm not going to show you how to use melee against Glouph, therefore watch my high level guide. Even in my high level guide I've used ranged because that was a lot easier than using melee. I only have 71 ranged and I think even using ranged only at this low level would be better than using melee. Now as I said, Glouph can easily hit 60s, so if you have some brews and super restores in your bank, be sure to take a couple of them. So you can use the shark brew combination to heal a lot more during one game tick. I am pretty scared, but I guess it can be helped. Let's drink one stamina potion for its effect, take an extra shark and let's go back to the cavern entrance to try and fight Glouph. Alright, once you're back inside of this blue dungeon, just go west and enter the room where you've killed the 4 tortured gorillas, or Neve did. Glouph will be in the room just east of there. Now I'm going to kill Glouph, his first phase. You can use any ranged weapon or any ranged method that you prefer, it doesn't matter. You just need to be able to lure Glouph so he's stuck behind the corner of the blue walls. If he's standing north, you can do this by just attacking him and running along the northern tiles. If he's south, you must do this the other way around. First attack him and then walk across the southern tiles. Now you see that he's not stuck. Fuck me. Go back, go away. Okay, apparently what you also can do, if he's standing south of the room, just attack him, and when he's going into this hallway, just run back and attack him from this distance. Okay. Once you've dealt 25% damage, you should see another cutscene. Alright, here's the cutscene. He will just walk to the next room. Okay, for the second phase, let's go west to the next room. Maybe take your arrows and bolts. I don't have inventory space. Grab the arrows. And let's go to the next room. In this room you will find a lot of grey rocks and as well as some dark ones. You will need to look at the southern rocks. Next to the outcrop rock here you will find some 2 black greyish rocks. We will need to stand on this tile when we have lured the Glouph, which is currently in the next room. This is the furthest that Glouph can hit us. We will need to let Glouph hit us once when he's standing in the hallway. And when he's standing in the hallway we just need to stand 1 square east and then he will be stuck. So let's do that. Use protect from range because now he has a ranged attack. Attack Glouph. And let's go back to the center room. Make sure that he is following you. Go stand on the square of the black rock. He's in the hallway, stand 1 square east of it and he will not be able to hit you with his range attack. But because you have a long range weapon, you can still be able to hit him. Do this until you've dealt another 25% damage. Alright, Once you have dealt another 25% damage, you'll see another cutscene and he moved to the next and final room. Pick up your arrows or your bolts. Now for the final 50% damage, which will be the most difficult part of pretty much this entire quest, I'm going to use my crossbow and diamond bolts. First, let's go a little bit south. Follow this dungeon. Don't go too far south. On the eastern side, you will find another rock with black rocks. Just stand 1 square northwest of that little alcove with black rocks in it. Once you go 1 or 2 squares south, the Glouph will be able to pull you in. First thing that I want you to do is go to your combat options and turn on your auto retaliate. This is very important because with this we will be able to deal damage to Glouph. So when you're going to use ranged, use protect from magic at all times. So first I'm going to explain before going to show you how to do it. This will be helpful for me as well as for you maybe. First thing that will happen is he will pull you into melee distance. Let auto retaliate deal 1 damage, then immediately stand 1 square away from him. It doesn't really matter as long as 1 square away from where he has pulled you in. Then, when you're standing 1 square away from him, you have 1 game tick to do whatever you want. You could drink a prayer potion dose if you're running low on prayer points. You could eat 1 food if you are low on health. If you want to eat more than once at a time, you will need to give up your auto retaliate's hit. Try to keep your health always above 50, because if he pushes you away against a rock, if you're standing in melee distance, he can hit up to 50s, maybe even up to 60s. So when he has pulled you in, you've done your auto retaliate hit and you've stepped 1 square backward. If you have enough prayer points and your hit points are high enough, then you can deal your second hit, and only then deal your second hit. Always keep your hit points and prayer points high enough. And that is pretty much the only thing that you'll have to do. So first, use protect from magic, use eagle eye or rigor and let him pull you in. Our retaliate is on, let's attack him. He'll pull us to melee distance, let's use auto retaliate, stand 1 square back. He'll pull you in, 1 square back, attack him. Stand 1 square back. Oh my god. Yes! Oh! So close. Almost ran out of food. Excluding my cerebrus. Yes! Fuck yes. Alright, once we have defeated Glouph, let's talk to Zunak just outside of the cave where we have been teleported and say yes, and they will teleport us in front of the Grand Tree. Let's talk to the king to complete our quest. And congratulations, you have completed the Monkey Madness 2. You are awarded with 4 quest points, access to the Crash Site Caverns, 25,000 Slayer experience, 20,000 agility and 15,000 hunter and thieving experience. Once you have closed this interface, do not skip the dialogue with the king afterwards, because now he will give you the royal seed pot. This seed pot is the same as a Grand Tree seed pot, only this one does not lose any charges. Next, I'm going to the bank to gather all of the rewards that you can get after this quest. Okay, let's show off all the rewards that you can get after you've completed this quest. First, I'm going to the top of the Grand Tree and I'm going to select the glider option of Captain Gerdo. And now you'll see that there is a little monkey south on your map. This is your first reward. Now you can take a gnome glider directly to Apatol. And now you're here in the northwestern corner of Apatol, just south of Kruk's dungeon. Second reward, let's go where Kruk was usually located during Monkey Madness 1. So climb down these bamboo ladders to the eastern side of the hill filled with the monkey archers, and here you'll find a big monkey with swords, which is now Duke. It is the replacement of Kruk. You can now choose between one of these 6 combat stats that you want to have 50,000 experience in. I don't want to raise my combats too much because I want to remain combat 91 with the quest cape, so I will select magic. This should not raise my combat level. Next, click to continue, and he will offer you once again 50,000 experience in one of these 6 stats. Going to select magic once again. Alright, hop to the next reward. Alright, here in Kruk's dungeon, just south of the tropical trees, south of the transportation sign where there is now a glider, say yes to climb down the secret entrance, and let's go north. Now if you would go north and enter the northern passage, where there first was Glouph's laboratory, now if you would go there, there is now the best hunter training method at level 60 hunter. Here you can hunt maniacal monkeys by climbing on stunted gorillas and then setting large boulder traps and placing bananas underneath it. With all these bones that are spawning here, you can easily just use the bones to bananas spell to never run out of bait to hunt these maniacal monkeys. Now as you can see, you can now easily just climb down the stairs and none of the monkey guards or monkey archers will attack you. This is also another reward. None of the monkeys or none of the birds and snakes and spiders on Apatol are now aggressive to your human form. Because you've also talked to Duke, you're now able to understand monkey talk without the need to wear a monkey speak amulet. Next to the temple there is a bank sign. You can now right click on Jumane or use the bank chest, and you can now use your bank here. There's also one extra shop that has opened up because you have completed this quest, which is just south of the bank. Here you can trade Ubapok and he will have a javelin shop. Next, the other rewards are near the grand tree, so I'm quickly going to use my royal seed pot to return to the king. And now let's return to Anita's house. There is where our next reward will be. Right here at the staircase to Anita's house, just go a little bit southwest, and the most furthest western staircase, climb up this staircase, and here you'll find Zunak and a gnome woman. And a genie. Here in the northeastern corner of his house, here you'll find a burning brazier. If you gaze into it, you can fight Glouph again. Alright, let's go back downstairs, and there are 2 more rewards for the people that are still watching this guide. The next one will be near the cavern entrance. Alright, so here at the cavern entrance where we fought Glouph and the demonic gorillas, just east of the entrance you'll find a bunch of crates. Search the crate closest to the entrance, and here you'll find a sweet little monkey hiding in the warm crate. You gently pick it up. And if you wear it, you have now a monkey which is currently in your cape slot and on your back. Next, if you would go down this dungeon, you're now able to fight tortured and demonic gorillas in here. These drop the components to make the heavy and the light ballista, as well as Zenyte shards. To make an uncut Zenyte, you will need to have an uncut onyx as well as a Zenyte shard. Then you will need to take both of them to the temple of Apatol and go down to the basement where there are the zombies. There are the 2 everlasting fires. There are those 2 big everlasting fires where we had to smelt the enchanted bar to make a monkey speak amulet during Monkey Madness 1. Just use the Zenyte shard with an onyx in your inventory on that same fire and you will make an uncut Zenyte. These uncuts can be crafted and enchanted into a Necklace of Anguish, the new best in slot range attack bonus in the ammo slot, an Amulet of Torture, the new best in slot attack bonus in the amulet slot, but it actually gives no defenses. The Ring of Suffering, the new best in slot defensive ring, which can be imbued to make all the defensive bonuses plus 20, as well as you can use a maximum of 2500 Ring of Recoils on it to make it have a maximum of 100,000 recoil charges. And then lastly is the Tormented Bracelet. This is the new best in slot offensive magic attack bonus worn in the hand slot. It also gives you plus 5 magic damage. And this was my guide how to complete Monkey Madness 2 on low levels. Hopefully it helped. Subscribe, rate and comment. I'm going to buy my quest cape, and okay, thanks, bye. Yeah, I didn't make it. Fuck! I died! No! No! Fuck me! I was so close! So fucking close!